IHWA Premier League is the IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shatterguard.com.au, Perth's best roller shutters for over 30 years. Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes. And CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
Welcome back to the Perth Ice Arena. We're just about to get set for leg 2 of our Friday night doubleheader, round 2 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League, and it is the Sharks and the Vikings. Both teams coming off ties, and no doubt they would want that extra hunger if they want the 2 points. Paul Persick with you right here in the commentary box of the Coburn Ice Arena, and as always, it's a great pleasure to have your company live on this Friday night, wherever you may be watching across Western Australia and around the world. Thanks to our live streaming partners at Front Row Screens, who always have done a fantastic job producing and broadcasting great local leagues. And we've got plenty more to come in 2021, make no mistake about it. Here tonight, it is the second game of this Friday night doubleheader. Both sides coming off ties. The Sharks, they came back from 4-1 down to rescue a point with 3 straight goals, including the equaliser by Oscar Zhu with some minutes remaining in the game. They will look to resume their flair in the offensive zone. The Vikings, however, they'll look for their first win of the season as well after a tie against the reigning champions, the Flyers Blue. You'd have to say the Vikings had their chances in that third period, but unfortunately not all of them went in. You've got to watch out for a couple of players from both sides in particular that you may want to lay your eyes on. Meanwhile, the Sharks, their offensive zone is good. They can play the puck deep in the slot, get Ruck and Langell in the zone for the slap shot. They can penetrate space when directing traffic along the sideboards. It can suck the Vikings in to the offensive wing while letting out that space inside the slot. And that will allow teams to get those easy tip-ins when the Sharks have got the puck in that offensive zone. Oscar Zhu, he can score a bag. He was the hero of the hour last week against the Flyers Orange. He can read the plays brilliantly with the puck out wide. He can steer space in the slot and can direct traffic his way. Get at least 3 goals, he will win the game if he can get at least 3 goals tonight. As for the Vikings, well, Grant Humiston, he was a star in the Perth Summer League, but his input was pretty much limited all throughout the game. He can play the puck in front, but his passages didn't play in a controlled manner. Hence, many turnovers were leaked. And I'd have to say it was all down to the tempo that he played with. Needs to control that tempo when breaking away from that defensive zone. While the Vikings defence, they look more polished instinct than last year. They controlled the traffic at the low slot brilliantly in the third period despite plenty of missed chances. If they protect the net carefully, a clean sheet might be possible for them tonight. Now we know for the moment the Flyers Orange are on top of the ladder. They got 3 points. But this result, see both sides level on top of the ladder. The winner of this game and the Flyers Orange heading into round 3 in a couple of weeks' time. Now, no ice hockey on Good Friday with the Easter break, and then the sides will be back on the 9th of April after this game. Watch out for a couple of players in particular. You've got stars like Sean McLean, who has just come off his step with the Flyers Orange. He's playing double duty tonight. Braden Maybe, Luke Doyle, Riley Langell, Harry Jackson, Benjamin Lelick, who's playing forward. Reece Pelliccioni tending the net. He'd want some better luck after tipping a couple in out of his hand during that game against the Flyers Orange. We've also got Bryce Chapman in defence playing forward, Oscar Zhu and Zach Mercerella. Chris Winnett for the Vikings, he's playing in defence. Watch out for him. Britt Cooper, utility playing forward and defence. Todd McClue tending the net tonight. And of course, Grant Humiston playing forward. He needs a big game tonight. Reggie King and Harvey Jackson forward and defence respectively. See both sides get into that last huddle. Getting the last words in. The Sharks led by Gillan McLean. And the Vikings led by Sean Cookson. They want to get their team's first win on the board. They'll be eager to tonight. But no doubt they want to increase their intensity at the park and cover the slot carefully if they don't want to leak any easy goal. Let us know where you're watching from, anywhere around Australia or around the world. On our Front Row Screens live stream, you can also see it on our CD Dodd Perth Premier League Facebook page. Go on to facebook.com/Perth Premier League page already at over 350 likes by its second week of operation. We've got some great content that'll be coming your way. 2021 round replays, highlights, promos for matches. We've got the lot, let me tell you, for the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. And we must thank CD Dodd for coming on board once again as title sponsors, this time for title sponsors in season 2021. Starting things off is going to be Sean Tobin for the Vikings and Jake Ruck for the Sharks. The Sharks and Vikings with completely different sides. Puck's just about due to drop. We're underway. The Sharks taking on the Vikings. Side looking to equal the Flyers Orange on top of the ladder after round 2. The puck on the Vikings attacking zone, looking for a score right away. That's a no avail. What can they do here? Out of the defensive zone. Rayner plays it out to the wings, finding Tobin. Turned over. He played it a little bit too loose. Ruck. That's a Langle. They're coming off double duty. Langle shoots and easily saved in the end there. Todd McClue. Todd McClue playing it out as net tender tonight. As you see here on the replay, that turnover in space there. Jake Ruck was in fine position to commit the turnover and go for the shot from down low in the slot. But Todd McClue rising up to the challenge and making a very good save. Doyle pushes it forward, finding Locke and Atkins on the end boards now. Moving the puck freely are the Vikings, but a little hesitantly. Atkins out wide now. Jackson this time. What can Jackson do? Jackson plays it to the end of the slot. He shoots out of the back of the net and it bobbled out. It's happened again. Goodness gracious me. Jackson getting the first one on the board for the Vikings. Penetrating the puck from deep inside the slot. And once again, just his luck, Reece Pelliccioni had it bobbled out of his hands once again, as you see here on the replay. Jackson playing into the corner. Great play in the end by the Vikings hotshot. And it just bobbled out of his hands again. Dylan Dewar have just been informed. Thank you. Dylan Dewar, who is just behind the goals this time around. He's got it there. Thank you. Dylan Dewar, who had that one bobbled out, I should say. My apologies, Reece. Anyway, 1-0 the scoreline in favour of the Vikings. We played just under 2 minutes so far in this matchup. Doyle goes out wide. Lelick almost committing the turnover. Here's McDonald. McDonald goes cross ice. He was looking there for a couple of his teammates there. The Vikings looking to go for that second opportunity. This time Dewar with a good save. CD Dodd replay. You missed him. Hard slap shot in the end there by Holman. And that one to the left-hand side. Intensity really going up a notch here. Lelick and Jackson again. White plays it out in front. Ruck inside the crease. Nice defensive takeaway. Goes on the rebound. Plays it along the boards to Langle. Now Mercerella with an open ice pass behind the defensive goal line. But it's Dwayne Piefer, the former captain. He will get things going. Piefer, what can he do? Turned over. Langle again. And now Jake Ruck, who, as we mentioned, has come off stint with the Flyers Orange. He's doing double duty tonight. Forces to turn it over from behind the goal line. Holman out to Karius. Karius, nice turnover. Well read there, Langle. He's in the vicinity to block that one off with the gloves. Cross ice, turned over. Rayner penetrating the corner of the slot, finds some space. He's got an opening on the centre of the slot. McDonald looking for the late tip-in inside the crease. But it went over the net, and it's ruled a face-off. First 4 minutes elapsing in this matchup. 1-0 the scoreline in favour of the Vikings. They are looking a completely different side. Last year, you'd be used to seeing them getting demolished early on in the game, but early on, they're the ones that are delivering the punishment at the moment. Could this be a good reversal of form that may see a shock run into the finals come September? But in the meantime, Jordan Williams recovers it from the defensive zone. He gets it back, weaves past one. Good control of the puck by Williams. Williams, does he go cross ice? No, he's forced behind the goal line. Quick release of the puck. Finding his teammate there in Winnett. Now it's a Rayner. Rayner keeps it out wide in front. Oh, Rayner flattening one of his opponents there. That was Valancourt flattening him hard there, just behind the goal line. 2-on-1. Winnett keeps it in front this time. It's a scramble for it. The puck out the back. Winnett now pushes back to Williams. Cross-ice pass. Goes deep into that defensive slot. Valancourt recovers. Pushed out the back there by Winnett. Goes centre. Only as far as Holman. Combining there with Jolly. What can Humiston do this time? Humiston unlucky. Pinned to the end boards. That was by one of the Sharks there in Braden maybe, who starred for the Elk in the Summer League competition. Oh, and heavy head-on collision there, inflicted there by Atkins. Where the Vikings still have the puck in their possession. Open ice pass. Oh, lost control there, Jackson. Lelick, ricocheted there off Jackson. Goes only as far as Macaulay. Good play, Macaulay. It's along the sideboards now. Macaulay gets it back, goes down low. Williams, slap shot, Dewar. Pushes it out in front. Turned over. Macaulay again. With the wrist shot. But that second attempt also didn't go to the back of the net. Turned over, Lelick with the defensive takeaway. Lelick shoots inside the crease. Good save. In the end there by Todd McClue. We see CD Dodd replay. Good execution in the end when transitioning the play from the Sharks. Jacko shoots just off the back of the net. Piefer on defensive ice. Looking to set up. Good pass by Piefer to McDonald, but he was ruled offside. Ooh, you'd have to say that's a bit unlucky, because they were on a good run here with the Vikings, but stopped in their tracks. As it turns out, Corey Booton is the net tender. I must have got the wrong team sheet. Don't worry, it's this early in the season. You can get used to it as the rounds go on. Anyway, Piefer. Looking to push it back onto offensive ice. Turned over, Langle and Valancourt combining. Still on the Vikings' defensive zone. They're trying everything to get it back in offense. Valancourt, nice defensive takeaway. Penetrates the slot. Went for Mercerella. Well, he had space directly in the slot. I reckon he should have gone for the goal. Mercerella gets it back. Valancourt almost tipped in Jake Ruck. On the end boards they go. 12.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 1-0, the Vikings lead it. They're looking to double their advantage now as they enter the offensive zone. Again, the Vikings playing it their way at the moment. But it's back and forth on that defensive zone. Ruck recovers it. He's got Langle inside the slot, but he's heavily protected in that area. Cross ice, a blind pass. And now the Vikings are on the run here. Out to McDonald. Almost tripped up. Referee say play on. Langle in the 2-on-1. Valancourt keeps it out in front. It's played along the sideboards. Good turnover at the end. That was Clarius. And in the end, the Sharks forcing the Vikings to go back. Williams keeps it out in front. He's manning it on the defensive zone. Nice breakaway. It's along the sideboards. Goes through one, doesn't go through the second. Humiston plays it to the corner. Cross-ice pass, targeted to Williams. Back to Humiston. On towards that defensive goal line. Humiston, 2-on-1 scramble inside the slot. But the Sharks win out. Oscar Zoo. Along the sideboards, keeps it in front is McLean. Good play by McLean. Goes out to Atkins. Oh, he didn't get all of that one in. That would have been a big opportunity. McLean. And McDonald deep in the slot. Oh, and a heavy collision there. Humiston tried to go for the bump there on Santana, but it was Humiston that ended up on all fours. Zoo. Good stick checking by Oscar Zoo. Cross ice to McLean, but McLean had a fresh error. Humiston, defensive rebound. Good takeaway by Humiston. For the change of direction, it was a blind pass. A couple of errors he has made in the last minute or so. Jackson pushed forward to Rayner, but Rayner just slipped up. And now Santana trying to go for the open ice pass. Maybe. 2-on-1. Better Rayner this time. What can he do? Rayner and McDonald. Good play in the end. Here's Jackson. Deep inside the slot. Jackson off the bars. Good Lord. Point-blank range, and that will mean a face-off. We'd have to say Dylan Dewar would be counting his lucky stars there. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, good setup from defence into attack. The hip and shoulder allowed Jackson, the hip and shoulder there being inflicted by Piefer, that allowed Jackson to go into the open slot looking for the back of the net. But the execution out of that just did not deliver. And an obstruction on the face-off in the meantime. It'll be a repeat face-off. Vikings have got 2 out the back instead of 3. Macaulay pushes it out, Tobin. Tobin deep scramble for it inside the slot, but down low, Dylan Dewar makes a nice save down low. But less than 9.5 minutes to go, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Big one-on-one scramble along the sideboards. And that was good defence there by the Sharks, forcing the Vikings back behind the goal line. Jackson now finding his teammate there, Rayner. Slap shot there by Rayner to the left-hand side, didn't work, but now Macaulay recycles it behind the offensive goal line. Jackson, pinned to the end boards there hard. Tobin keeps it in front, but the puck goes only as far as Langle for the Sharks. Mercerella, nice little backhander there. Ruck, cross ice to the path of Langle. Scrambling for it, bodies going down left, right and centre. But that allowed Rayner. Jackson again, was he going to be ruled offside? They're calling for it, but Jackson responds. Fine goal there for the number 60. Again, the space set up from isolating himself inside the offensive zone and finding the easy tip into the back of the net, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Beautiful long pass. A couple of the plays called offside there, but interestingly, the referees let that one go. And Jackson, the number 60, scores the Vikings' second. I didn't get the correct team sheet. I didn't get it at all. I didn't get the correct team sheet. Heck, turns out I didn't get the right team sheet at all, but what the hell. (2-0) in favour of the Vikings. Piefer bumped off it. McLean looking to go cross ice to Zoo, but didn't execute it. Piefer, no icing called by the refs, they wave it off. But the Sharks have got the rebound, but it was a poor one in the end, and it's another one! Jack Carrius, the captain, making the most of the turnover and scoring the Vikings' third in the space of a minute. As you see, the turnover by the Sharks, committed in the end there. Very loose play in the end by the Sharks. That was an easy gimme there to Jack Carrius. It's now 3-0 to the Sharks, just like, to the Vikings, I should say, just like that. And there is still 7 minutes of game time in this first period. I have to safely say the Vikings, they look a different side compared to last year. They are really going to be on the charge this season. Maybe thrusting himself forward through the face-off, shoots from the corner. And a good save in the end, Corey Booton. As you see a replay, thanks to CD Dodd. Immediate push forward from the face-off in the end. Nice shot from the corner, but at the end there, Corey Booton down low, making the good save. Face-off being won, out the back, Doyle. His shot easily saved, Humiston. And now Winnett. Winnett, what can he do? Winnett continues to push the puck forward. Look for a solo goal there. Winnett getting that one back. McClue and Carrius in the end. To the end boards, he's being pinned by Doyle. Cross ice pass, he was looking for Humiston. But now the Sharks recycle possession only momentarily because Chad Rayner recovers the puck on the defensive goal line. He goes around. He's got speed as Chad Rayner. Goes through one, goes through two. This deserves a goal from the corner, and Dewar finds save to his left. CD Dodd replay. Nice solo effort, Chad Rayner. Had no one to go to, but he had the speed to go for it himself. Shot from the corner, and again, Dylan Dewar. Good save indeed. Good crowd still filing in here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Second game of this CD Dodd Perth Premier League Friday night doubleheader. Rayner shot from centre point. And again, Dewar. Nice save in the end. Look here from the face-off. Rayner left himself plenty of space on centre point. And it was an easy save in the end by Dewar, this time on the chest. Face-off again being pushed back. Williams for the Vikings. Here's Rayner. Under a bit of pressure from Langle. No back checking whatsoever. That allowed Rayner to play with the space that he had to him. Langle and Ruck. Ruck going cross ice to the path of Riley Langle. Just missed the execution. 4.5 minutes to go. The Vikings with a big 3-0 lead in the early go. Langle almost with a turnover. Nice play. Valancourt. Cross ice. He went back to Valancourt, but in the end it was a blind pass. 2-on-1 for the Vikings. Levesque. 3-on-1. Favouring the Vikings in this situation. McCauley keeps it in front. It's along the end boards out. There's Levesque. Tried to go for the backhander there, but goes only as far as Valancourt. Tobin. Along the end boards there. Valancourt playing it there. At the bottom of the slot there, Levesque. And out the back, and it's another! And it's another this time. It's the 4th goal of the game, and we've still got 3.5 minutes to go. I think that one, if I could get it back on my screen here, that again, that was Cody there. My goodness. Sean Tobin. It's hard to pick up because there were 4 players around it. As you can see there, Tobin getting the second goal, and he's got himself a double. It's 4-0, just like that. Face-off won by the Sharks. William playing the end there by Chapman. Thrusts it forward, McLean looking to go cross-ice to Zoo. And now the Vikings can push it forward. Look at the plays that they've got in space. McDonald, he's looked to go cross-ice to Carius. But his shot hit the left-hand crossbar. Carius on the rebound. He looks to go cross-ice. Didn't execute it well. Rayner from high point, and a good save in the end there, down low. Kutler coming on now for the Vikings. Here he is again. Kutler from inside the slot. McDonald pinning Lelick to the boards there, but that allowed Atkins on the defensive rebound. Heavy contact from both players. But in the meantime, Kutler from down low goes for the shot. Didn't get all of that one. Piefer almost got one there from Atkins on the sideboards, but this time the Sharks doing everything they can to try and wrest back the momentum. Another entry inside that offensive zone, almost in another goal. Piefer. Slap shot from corner point, didn't get all of that one in. Carius, the skipper. Beautiful cross-ice pass. He had Piefer in space. Just to the right-hand side. McLean looking for the pickings there. Are they going to go back to Piefer? They won't this time. McDonald. McDonald being forced back. McDonald almost off the crossbar. 1-on-1 there. McLean offering some good support inside that defensive zone. We're inside the last minute and 10 seconds of this opening period. The Vikings with a big lead, 4-0. Atkins sliding in there. Dwayne Piefer. Nice defensive turnover. A couple of fans applauding that one. Valancourt plays it down the wings. Langle. Turned over. Brilliantly played in the end there by the number 10 in Mike Spencer. Hasn't been on at all. But in the meantime, Humiston looking to penetrate some space in the slot. 2-on-1. Nice body check there, Mercerella. And the Sharks, through their physicality, they can rescue the puck in that defensive zone. Ruck, and it was offside. Oh my goodness, that's a bit of a stiff one. I'd have to say those three players were in fine position to try and execute that play, as we see here. Jake Ruck had plenty of it. Langle, I don't think that was offside. I'd have to say, I don't usually like to be critical on these decisions, but I'd have to say Langle, I think he was in the right position. I think he's a bit stiff on that one, but nonetheless, it'll be a 2-minute penalty, and he will start the second period inside the penalty box. And that just makes the Sharks' night even more difficult, and we're only at the end of the first period. It is 4-0 the scoreline. A double to Sean Tobin. Another goal's there by Levesque. As we see here on the replay before we get to the break, I'd have to say that is a pretty contentious decision, and we'll end on that note. Second period about to get underway, but we'll take a break, and when we come back, all the second period action. It is 4-0 to the Vikings.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
We're back at the Coburn Ice Arena, about to get the second period underway. This second clash between the Vikings and the Sharks here at the Coburn Ice Arena. And it is 4-0 to the Vikings. It was a mega start for the Vikings. They had a double to Sean Tobin, but also goals to Levesque, who was proven to be absolutely dynamite. I must apologise, though, for the mix-up in the name, but did not get the final team sheet until the end of the first period. But what the hell is what it is. It has been a good performance by the Vikings in this one. Levesque, Goulds, they only come on for a couple of late minutes, but very vital ones indeed. And a couple of very important passages in those highlights where the Vikings just seem to have complete control over the Sharks. The momentum has been their way. They've had the better use of the puck. They've been more efficient in their passing from defence into attack. And they've been rewarded with a big lead, 4-0 after the first 20 minutes, as both sides are back out on the ice now. Bit of a delay at the start of the game at the moment, because keep in mind it was Riley Langle who was on the receiving end of, I'd like to say, a contentious offside call, and has been sent to the penalty box to start this second period. So it'll be still 5-on-4, but Langle is in the box for the first 2 minutes. We're underway in this second period. The Sharks looking to get the first couple of goals, try and wrest the momentum back their way. Vikings have got first possession of it. McCauley steers it to the offensive zone from the right-hand corner, just to the left-hand side, that shot. Tobin has got a couple of goals, as well as Jack Harrius, the captain, and goals to Levesque and Kudlup on the defensive goal line, plays it out well. Levesque. Good controlled passing here Finding Tobin. Tobin from the corner. Good save in the end by Dwyer. Pushing forward there was Levesque, but fine stick checking in the end by McLean. The shot coming in there from Kudler from the right-hand side of the slot, but to no avail. Goulds this time. Hayden Goulds. Dynamo for the Blackhawks last year. He shoots just to the right-hand side. They had 3 shots on target immediately. 16-4 in favour of the Vikings in this game so far. McDonald from the back of the line. But immediately turned over in the end there. That was Santana. Just ran out of space. Holman goes direct behind the goal line. Turned over. Valancourt turned over by McDonald to Goulds. 1-on-1. Ruck almost losing the puck in an instant there to Karius. McDonald and Santana 2-on-1 with Goulds. Goulds keeps it out in front. Good play by the former Blackhawk. Nice little 180. Not sure if that was intended for Karius, but he keeps it to the end boards. Pinned hard there by Brock Williams, but keeps it out in front. Goulds plays it from behind the line, looking for the cross-ice pass. Turned over by 2 of the Sharks players. One of them is Valancourt. Valancourt plays it down the wing. Goulds once again. Backhander pass, and that was a good one. Finding Dwayne Piefer. Going back to McDonald. It's on centre ice. And Lillick stranding McDonald with that turnover. Open ice pass to the path of Piefer. Piefer right there to win it. Win it with an open ice pass towards the offensive goal line. The Sharks, they need to overcome the speed that the Vikings have got. They have added in some great speed on that offensive zone of the Vikings. The Sharks, they just need to slow it down and control the puck a little bit more gently. Open ice pass. Kudler almost losing control of it, but he's able to regain possession on that defensive zone. Out there to win it. Win it, looking to go cross-ice, but it was a blind pass, in fact. Turned over for a moment there by Maybe. And it was pushed back to McLean. Pinned to the boards there by Winnett. But again, the Vikings, that creative flair out of that defensive zone sees them recycling possession of the puck once again. Humiston almost with the turnover. Jackson. Jackson only as far as Holman. Holman played it out back, but a blind pass. McLean out there to Harry Jackson. Jackson shoots, almost bobbled out. But down low there, Corey Britton with a good save. That was the first real opportunity there for the Sharks to hit the scoreboard. They played it out to the corner, but again, stated a long time early in this game, the execution just hasn't been there, to be fair, in the Sharks side. But they are a different side. They've had a few new players come in, to be fair. Levesque. Cross ice to McCauley, but just ricocheted there off McCauley's skates. He's able to recycle possession. But again, it's Tobin who is in front for the pickings on that defensive turnover. Back and forth the puck goes. Here's Zoo. Out to Williams now. Williams, what can he do? Williams doesn't get a lot of chances in that one. Well played by Atkins. Atkins pushes it out back, but Levesque right for the pickings again. It's a back and forth game. This second period, turned over. McCauley looking to go cross ice in the end of Tobin. Tobin out the back. Wow, just by inches. Making the crucial save outside the crease. CD Dodd replay coming up. It's a huge scramble for it out the back of the goal crease. Cross ice to the part there of Tobin. But in the end, it was Dylan Dwyer in the clutches of the goal crease. McLean wins it out in front of the face-off. But now Piefer off the rebound. Piefer plays it direct, only as far as a couple of the Sharks players. One of them there was Santana. Bobbled out, Tobin and centre ice. Tobin plays the puck back, Piefer, and now transfers it to the wings. McCauley. Good pass by McCauley, opening things up a little further. The shot from high point, only as far as the left-handed crossbar. Played 5.5 minutes so far in this second period, still 4-all. Big lead to the Vikings, but a lead they do not want to surrender with the momentum that they've established early on in this game. And again, those repeat entries inside that offensive slot, working wonders for the Vikings in terms of how much pressure they're inflicting. Lelick tripped up there, almost giving McDonald a little bit of a taste. And just remonstrating in the meantime, the play goes on. McLean deep inside the slot. Langle can't get any space provided to him at the moment. McDonald wins it out, finds Caden Gould. Will he go cross ice to McDonald? Yes, he does. Clever backhander pass. McDonald off the crossbar. Now Kudla. Kudla, voice pass out towards the defensive goal line for the Sharks. 2-on-1. The Vikings have more numbers around the puck. It's an open ice pass. And are they going to call for an icing? Yes, they will. We'll go all the way back to the Vikings attacking zone. Another chance to go 5 goals up, given the momentum that this side has established for the first couple of periods in this game. Off the face-off, the Vikings had another big chance. 1-on-1. Tobin and Langle at the back. Well played in the end there by McDonald. The Sharks again with a turnover. Jackson. Loose pass out towards the end boards. Well played in the end by Booten, letting that one go behind the goal line. Kudla finding Holman. Holman and Kudla trading passes. Under a bit of pressure there by Lelick. Win it. Open ice pass out towards the offensive zone. And that's what the Sharks wanted. They wanted an icing call and they got it. Some 8 minutes being played so far in this second period. Still 4-0. The Vikings with a tremendous advantage. Another face-off being won by the Vikings. That's where it's been one-sided as well. Oh, back body check by Spencer there on Jake Ruck. No doubt Ruck will not be happy with that one. But the game goes on. Kudla from the defensive goal line tries to break that one away. Nice body stick checking there by Maybe. And that allowed Jake Ruck to go for the pass there. On number 29 there in Ben Lelick. Again, bobbles it out of that defensive zone. Win it. On the end board to those defensive wings. Spencer pinned to the end boards hard there by Valancourt, but this allows David Kudla to find some space inside the slot, and Kudla makes it 5-0. Again, that transfer play from end to end, simply magnificent for the Vikings. It is clear that they are going to be a threat in the 2021 season. Well handled in the end. David Kudla, plenty of space on the corner of the slot, went for the wrist shot, and thank you, mother, for the Rabbits. 5-0 now to the Vikings with 11 minutes still to go in this second period. It has been all Vikings thus far. The Sharks done very little to resist their momentum at this stage. Tobin and McLean in this face-off. Even Stevens in that face-off, but here comes Levesque inside the crease. Levelly pushed out there by Duarte. It goes only as far as Levesque, who pushes forward to Tobin. Levesque again, looking to go direct to the slot. Tobin. And a 1-on-1. Oh, pinned to the boards hard there by Luke Doyle. And now the Sharks have got more out the front of the puck. Zoo just out of his reach. Williams plays it to the wings now. Zoo. Gentle pass. Atkins goes back to Zoo. He's got McLean in support. McLean looking for the slap shot, but it just ricocheted there off Doyle. And again, the Vikings can capitalise off this defensive turnover, the flair that they've got. Tobin from the corner. And that one just ricocheted there off the 37 and just onto the back of the net. Above the goals. CD Dodd replay coming up. Again, they create that flair from that defensive zone. Plenty of speed that they have in transition. And that's where those repeat opportunities inside that offensive zone can count for plenty. And that's where another big area of the game where the Vikings have dominated, the speed and the flair that they can create when entering that offensive zone. And they've been rewarded with 5 goals from 17 shots on target in this match thus far. We've still got 9.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. In the meantime, Jake Ruck putting plenty of pressure on himself to try and get that goal. Goes only as far as the goal line. Kudler turned over. Ruck shoots, and on the second attempt, Ruck finally gets the Sharks on the board. Off the offensive turnover, rebounded well there by Jake Ruck, capitalised from deep in the low slot. And with the wrist shot to the back of the net, sees the Sharks finally hit the board with 9 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 5-1 is the scoreline now. Be Goulds and Lelik on the face-off, even Stevens, but look at the Vikings, they had numbers out the back, poaching that one in his Goulds. From centre ice, plays it from behind the goal line, he's under pressure from maybe, got pinned to the end boards there. Kudler from centre point, scored one of their last goals. Can he add in a double? He elects to push it forward to the crease, and that's where Dylan Dwyer is making the save down low, as casual as you like. Sharks looking to wrest a little bit more momentum away, but they've got to make sure they curtail the Vikings' tempo, because that's where they've been in control of this game, as well as those repeat entries inside that offensive zone. Lelling, open ice pass behind the goal line. Kudler, one-on-one there, out-muscled in the end by Maybe. The puck now pushed along the wings. Doyle plays it out wide. Only as far as a couple of players there. Lellick again. Guides it out wide. Santana turned over. Goulds once again. Dynamite so far in this game. Built up the space. Goulds along the wings. Went cross ice to carry as his skipper, but just out of the skipper's reach. And somehow Goulds ends up with the puck again. He shoots from outside corner point, but that one easily saved by Dwyer, and that allows the Sharks another opportunity, but it's short-lived. McDonald almost enforcing another turnover from defence. But the puck is forced back, and Kudler rebounds defensively. He's on the breakaway, goes through one and goes through two. Can he go through three? No, he elects to push the puck back. But it was a blind pass in the end there by Spencer. And it will be turned over by the Sharks momentarily at the back. Holman looking for the slap shot from outside the slot, but to no avail, as Oscar Zoo gets away with the puck. Atkins. There's a little bit going on there between Doyle and Winnett there on the end boards, but in the meantime, the puck is transferred to the wings, finding McLean. McLean pushing the puck out to the corner. Just ricocheted there off a few Vikings players. One of them there is Humiston, only as far as Valancourt. Valancourt under a bit of pressure from Humiston, forced to drag the puck back. It's rebounded. Holman comes up to meet it, supported there by Piefer. Holman under tremendous pressure there by Atkins, but goes past the goal line. Well met in the end there by Humiston, combining well there with Piefer. Back to Humiston, no offside call. But Valancourt off the end boards, rebounds the puck, plays it to the wings. McLean goes past two, and there was a bit of hooking there. Referee spot on in the end there. That is going to be a call, and I think that is against... That's against one of the Vikings there, it was. 68 as we see there. Some interference. No, in fact, it's Spencer, yes. Mike Spencer. And also number 68 for the Vikings. Number 68 will spend some time in the penalty box, in fact. So would it be a power play in favour of the Sharks? They'll go 5-on-4. What can the Sharks do? Can they get themselves a power play goal to try and get back in this game? Langle goes cross ice. Valancourt with a loose open ice pass. Rebounds off the end boards. Kudler going in one-on-one there with Jake Ruck. Slap shot in the end from corner point. That one just off the boards. Valancourt again. Offensive rebound. Ruck now combines well with Valancourt from the left corner point. Wrist shot, and over the crossbar. Will it be rebounded by Langle? No, it won't. It was just outclassed in that battle there by Tobin. Open ice pass. And that's where Leves comes up to meet it in front. Under pressure from Santana. What can Santana do? He loses the possession of the puck, but gives it out to Valancourt. Santana gets it back. Transfers the puck out wide. Mercerella keeps it in front on the defensive zone. Goes past one, goes past two. Good use of the puck there. That's where the Sharks can really do some good damage. Langle plays it out wide. Doyle shoots from centre point. That one instantly defended. Kudla finding Goulds. He has space inside the slot. Goes with the backhand and no! Saved there by Drouard. Oh, Goulds there went for the fancy stuff, but unfortunately didn't get him to the back of the net this time. Icing call in the meantime. That one was called there by the Vikings. And the Vikings will have another chance to increase the pressure on the Sharks with 3.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard.
Who's ready, boys? Who's ready to jump on?
How will the Vikings form up in this particular passage? This will be the last few seconds of the penalty. They have killed off this penalty and they did it brilliantly. Mike Spencer being penalised for that stick interference. And now the Vikings are back to full strength, 5-on-5, with less than 3 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Second period, 5-1 is the score. Another defensive turnover. There's number 19 there in Clarius. He has plenty of space to go for the shot inside the offensive zone. Kept the puck in front of him, but just lacked the composure in that passage. He's usually a good player inside that area. Clarius shifts it back out to Goulds. Goulds, oh, nice little body check there by Doyle. Nice backhander too. Langle turned over by Pieper. And the Vikings again have control. McDonald, will he go back to Goulds or even Clarius? Oh, McDonald almost tripped up there. Doyle setting him out. Lelick at the back. And again, McDonald in the right position to turn it over. He's inflicted a few of those tonight. Goulds has got Clarius cross ice, but McLean read it better, turned it over. McLean in sync there with Langle. Langle looking to keep the puck in front of him, but that's good physicality by the Vikings, stopping the Sharks in their tracks, but it's only temporary. And they'll look for the open ice hit out towards the defensive goal line, but Williams recycles the puck. Open ice pass out towards the offensive zone. No icing called that way either. Kudla down on his knees, went for the blind pass, but it ended up in the skates of Winnett. Turned over. Maybe. Cross ice in the end. Atkins shoots, and that one from point blank range just drifts to the left-hand crossbar. Winnett keeps the out in front. We're inside the last minute of the second period on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 5-1 the scoreline. Each team has scored a goal in this second period. Atkins out to Maybe. Maybe almost loses possession, but gets it back from Zoo. Maybe shoots just to the right-hand side. Winnett. Cross ice towards centre ice. A blind pass. Valancourt. Santana on defensive ice. Hesitated a bit there, and that's cost him possession. Humiston penetrates the space. Looked to go cross ice there. The intended target was Winnett, but it was just out of his reach there. Kudla. Kudla, Tobin with the backhander. Beautiful backhander to Leves. Keeps it in front, but just trapped there in the end by Valancourt. Valancourt and Zoo. Zoo along the wings. The puck will travel freely towards that defensive goal line. No icing will be called, but the last seconds will tick over in this second period. It was only one goal each for both teams, but the Vikings, they continue their domination in this game. They lead at 5-1 with one more period of action to go here at the Coburn Ice Arena. We'll be back with the last stanza right after the break, where the Vikings lead at 5-1.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. Last period about to get underway, but we show some highlights thanks to CD Dodd. And it's been a game dominated by the tempo, control and the aggression of the Vikings. They lead at 5-1 here at the Coburn Ice Arena, the second match of round 2 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. It's all thanks to our good friends at CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers. We thank them for coming on board once again season 2021. And if you want another illustration of the Vikings' domination, the shots on target, 25-8. Outstanding performance by the Vikings so far, led by, of course, the Dynamite trio, Kudla, Levesque, and, of course, the new recruit, Peyton Goulds. But also overall, it's a complete team performance that they've established, that they've put out thus far. It's a completely different Vikings side to the one that we saw last year. Improved intensity at the puck, they're controlling their passes a lot better. And they've got a good coach by the name of George Crooks, who's getting them back to the base, getting them back to nailing the basics, and that's what they've done emphatically in the first 2 periods thus far. They do not want to be surrendering momentum. The Sharks, in the meantime, well, they've managed to even things out. If this game was played on the second period alone, they would be level at a goal apiece, since they did score a goal along with the Vikings in that second period. But that first one was one that they would really want to forget. They just seem to not be able to find that missing link. They have guys in there like Valancourt, maybe Langle and Santana, but the execution just hasn't been there. As we get the final period underway, remember, 15 minutes, including every stoppage allowed for a face-off or even a penalty. The Vikings have first possession of it. Tobin. Tobin keeps it at his disposal. Beautiful cross-ice pass out there to Kudla. Just to the left-hand crossbar. Now, what can he do this time? Levesque. Now back Macaulay, turned over. Ruck, what can he do? Turned over in the end. There's Spencer again out the back. Levesque. That's 2 entries already to the slot by the Vikings. Tobin. Going to the 2-on-1 there. Williams off the back. Levesque and Dwyer with a fine save. Be fair to say the Vikings have been in complete control all throughout the game. After they scored those first 4 goals in the opening period, they have never looked back. And they were just held to 1, although, by the Sharks, who managed to even things out with the Vikings. They managed to control the tempo a little bit during those last few minutes, but it's just their execution inside that offensive zone is letting them down. No doubt Gillon McLean will talk to the Sharks side after this game and just see where their execution needs to improve it, especially when it's in offense. Carriers for the Vikings. Pushes it out wide to Goulds. Goulds from the corner. McDonald 1-on-1 there with Atkins. Atkins pinned to the end boards there, McLean. McLean gets it out in front. Open ice pass. Onto centre ice. Finding Dwayne Pieper. Pieper going cross ice again. McDonald keeps it out in front. Good play by McDonald. He had Williams there in support. He elected to go himself. Williams cross ice in the end there. Spencer almost. Williams slap shot from the centre point. Just ricocheted off a couple of Sharks defenders. Williams again with the second chance. Pinned to the boards there by Doyle. But rebounding right away. Goes through 2, goes through 3. Gould slap shot, he goes bang, but doesn't hit the target. Plenty of air on that slap shot by Pieper. But in the end, it's rebounded. Jackson. Rebound by the Sharks. Jackson and Atkins. It's on the defensive line. Pieper comes in hard and charges at Atkins. Pins him to the end boards in the process, but the Vikings are in control. 2-on-1. Tobin keeps it out in front. Tobin deep inside the crease. That's great defence. Tobin off the crossbar. Very unlucky. Win it. He shoots from the corner, but saved. Fine save in the end there by Dylan Dwyer. As we see on the replay, that's one chance gone. And then all of a sudden, win it. Slap shot. And looking for the tip in at the end there was Spencer. But Dwyer just had a little too much zing when going inside the crease to make the save. Gould inside the slot to scramble for it. 3 on 2. But being won out by the Sharks, this time maybe pushes it forward. Lelick and Pieper. 1-on-1. Turned over now. Win it. And again, Benjamin Lelick getting out the back. On centre ice. It's a hoist pass towards open ice. There is Kudla. Kudla out to Pieper on the defensive line. And here go the Vikings again. They will push out back to win it. Calling for it there was Kudla, but he's ignored. They play it direct, and it's an icing call. Some 11 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. It was the start of a big week of sport here on Front Row Screens. Of course, after the ice hockey, make sure you tune in at about 11 o'clock tomorrow, because we've got the top of the table WAFLW clash, Swan Districts and Claremont coming up from Steel Blue Oval. That is sure to be an absolute cracker. Humiston. And now out to Kudla. Good control of the puck by Kudla out in front, but just got rattled there at the last moment by Ruck and Doyle. Langle on the outer wing. Will he go cross ice to Mercerella? No, he decides to go for it himself. Ruck, he shoots. And a fine save, Corey Booton. Again, this is where the Sharks can really get the momentum back at the Vikings if they play that puck wide to the wings and they look for those well-timed cross-ice passes to sucker the Vikings into the space where the puck is being played, and they open space inside the slot. And that's where they can get reward for those easy chances. A goal. Hesitant was Doyle, and he may pay the price. Levesque shoots, but Dewar, heroic save there in that passage. And that turnover looked to have proven costly. Levesque was in the right place at the right time, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Doyle went for the slap shot. Levesque, easy turnover. Look for the shot towards the goal. Dylan Dewar, fine save. Tobin, face-off, triangle player to Williams. Again, rebounded by the Sharks. Anderson and Santana. Tripped up there was Atkins. Open puck towards the offensive zone. McLean, he shoots. Nice pad save in the end there. Booton. Back and forth, the puck goes now, but it lands again at the feet of the Vikings. Williams goes cross ice, blind pass, the slot heavily covered, allowing for an easy defensive turnover inflicted by Oscar Zoo. He was the hero of last week's tie. Cross ice to the path of McLean, just out of his reach. He was in the open. McLean from corner point, out low. Easily saved by Booton. He pushes to his left to allow McCauley to try and reassess the setup. Tobin. Tobin deep in the slot. 2-on-1 there. The 2 was easily going to beat the 1 there. The part of that there was Tobin. Good recovery rebound. Now Kudla. Beautiful passing by the Vikings. It's much tighter than what it was last season. McDonald almost lost his way there. Goulds from the cross-ice pass, doesn't get the shot in. Lelick. Cross-ice. Lelick gets it back. Blind pass, almost turned over. Lelick, third time lucky. No. Push forward. Maybe. Doesn't get that one to go. Kudla plays it along the sideboards now. 1-on-1. Goulds just never stopped going for it. Goulds there, what can he do? 9 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 5-1 the score. No additional goals being added thus far in this third and final period. Pieper. Pieper plays it direct. Elects a push for some space inside the slot. Kudla and Goulds at his own player, but it comes out to McDonald. McDonald, oh, nice little body charge there by Valancourt. And the puck travels to open ice in defence, but it's covered off immediately there. Dwayne Pieper. Pieper keeps it along the wings. Well played by Goulds. Looking for that big entry inside that offensive zone. It's forced back. Williams. Williams well played in the end, but loses it out. Wins it back. Cross ice out to McDonald. And again, Goulds. A good dynamic that McDonald and Goulds have got early on in this season. McDonald went for the slap shot, but just wide of the crossbar. 1-on-1 is Langle and Winnett. Winnett has possession, keeps it out in front, but Winnett needs that defensive support. He didn't get it. It's turned over. McDonald deep inside the slot, and McDonald scores. McDonald says signed, sealed, and delivered for the Vikings. They'll be on to their first win of the season, and in dominating fashion, inflicting the turnover off the blind pass when the puck was right in his territory and capitalising on the opportunities. We see here again, Ruck went for the cross-ice pass in the direction there of Zoo, but it was a blind pass. McDonald right for the pickings with the turnover and a nice tip in inside the low slot to seal the win for the Vikings. I don't think now it'd be fair to say that the Vikings can be caught. I'm not going to put the curse on them, but the Vikings have just proven too strong in the end for the Sharks, who have been taken right out of their skates by this Vikings side, who are looking very much a threat in season 2021. Williams plays it along the wings now, finding Spencer. Spencer penetrating space inside the slot. Doesn't get all the shot in. Williams gets flattened there by Santana. A little bit going on between those two there in that passage. Santana again goes down. The puck trickling along towards some space inside the slot. Humiston. Cross ice towards the defensive wings there. Oh! Oh, Atkins right in front of our commentary position was rattled there by Winnett, and that is head high against Winnett. The referee will look to stop there. Unsurprisingly, it was a head high hit against Winnett. Atkins just a little worse for wear there. As we see on the replay, it was right in front of the commentary position. And you see there, Winnett on Atkins, bang! And that'll be some time for Winnett in the penalty box. I think it's fairly say Atkins, he went down quicker than a sack of spuds off that bump off Winnett, and a fair call by the ref to send Winnett to the penalty box for the next 2 minutes. It's only the second time that the Shutterguard power play has been in effect against the Vikings tonight. And Winnett, in the meantime, is just going to go back to the change rooms, and substituting there is Spencer. But it'll still be Winnett's penalty. I think he's been taken out. I think he's been taken out of the game. He's going back to the locker room. I don't think he's going to be emerging for the rest of the game, I'd have to say. As Chris Winnett makes his way back to the locker room. Deep inside the slot, Ruck shoots, and did he get it in? I don't think he did. Nice save off the legs there, Corey Booton. Just inches from the puck going to the line, as we see there on the replay. Thanks to CD Dodd. Valancourt, lovely cross-ice pass to the path of Ruck. The shot had plenty of zing, but not enough to get over the line. Lelek goes cross-ice there out to Valancourt, doesn't get it. Langle along the end boards now, 6.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard, 6-1. Langle. Fucking Kelly, hard slap shot there by Doyle, turned over. Williams, and offside. Well, I have to say that one also a bit questionable there. We can get a replay of that. So it's offside, and that is against Macaulay. Fortunately, no replay, but I have to say, from the naked eye, that offside again might have been only slightly contentious. Still, the power play is in full effect. Still about a minute to go on that penalty, but I don't think Winnett may be coming out of the locker room. He might have hurt himself in that collision there with Atkins. I'll hopefully get some update for you as soon as possible. Kudla keeps it in front. Got good control as Kudla never stopped giving in the effort. But it's turned over along the sideboards. McDonald, beautiful backhanded pass there. Out to Carrier, shoots. And that one well saved in the end there by Duane. Mercerella rebounds from defensive ice. On the breakaway, he's got a couple of players to go with the cross-ice pass. One of them there was Jake Ruck, but in the end, Corey Booton making a fine save. Going down low off a couple of loose passes in the end. inside the last 5.5 minutes on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 6-1 is the scoreline in favour of the Vikings. They'll go on to a big win if they can keep this up for the next couple of minutes. They've been everywhere, all over the puck. Williams from behind the goal line. Beautiful pass out of the congestion to Humiston. Humiston plays it forward. Carrius. Oh, that shot ricocheted there off Doyle. Spencer and McLean. Spencer playing from behind. Good play by McLean. Keeps it in front. McLean, light pass. It was a blind one. In fact, the referee is called for an obstruction here. And that looked like a hook. Yes, it was. And that is going to be against one of the Shark players. I think that is Lelick. No, in fact, it's against one of the Vikings. And I think that's Spencer. Yes, it is. Mike Spencer. And it'll now be 5-on-3. Will be 5-on-4 in the next couple of seconds anyway. Ruck shoots, and to his left, diving down. Corey Booton again with another good save. The penalty time will almost expire for Winnett's penalty. But Winnett not emerging from the locker rooms. He's out for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate for the Vikings. He's been a key forward defender all throughout this matchup thus far. So the next 2 minutes will apply Spencer. And we have a bit of a delay in the game just to sort out the timer. So we have another 5-on-4 power play, which will be back in effect in just a matter of moments after this delay is sorted out. Game goes on. Face-off being won by the Sharks. They push it out back to Langle. Referee again calling up a penalty, but the advantage is paid. Kudla, he went for the open ice pass and had Levesque as a target. But it's turned over 4. Out back for the Sharks. Langle going from the corner. Penetrating cross-ice pass. Mercerella from the corner. That one to the right-hand crossbar. The power play still in effect for Spencer. Sharks 5-on-4. Big shot coming in there from Sharks and Levesque and Langle. Langle bobs one out. Langle puts one out from the crease and gets it to the back of the net. 6-2 now is the scoreline. Langle gets his first of the night. Having failed to score for the Flyers Orange in the earlier game, he's finally got one on the board for the Sharks. You see there, the puck deep in the slot. Bobbled out there of Booton's hands. And Riley Langle pops it into the back of the net. Nice wrist shot at the end. Gets that second goal for the Sharks. 6-2 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Some 4 minutes to go in this game. Face-off being won. And the penalty has expired in the meantime. It was a good penalty goal for the Sharks to put a little bit more respectability onto the scoreboard. Santana. Santana, what can he do? Rebounds it off the boards. Good play there by Kudla. Forced back. Jackson again, all turned over. That was a loose pass in the end there. Here comes Ruck towards the slot. Almost to the net there. It was a fine effort by Booton to get that one up there. McDonald, open ice pass, goes past Valancourt. Valancourt under a bit of pressure here from a couple of the Vikings defenders. Santana keeps it out in front. Just by the sponsor sign there. Langle, nice backhander. Ruck, he's got Mercerella in support, but it was a blind pass. Good defensive block in the end there by Williams. Back and forth, the puck goes once again. 3 minutes and 15 still remaining. 6-2 the scoreline. Mercerella keeps it in front. Ruck, oh, almost went for it there, but in the end, just couldn't gain complete control. McDonald plays it out in front. He shoots. Out to the corner of the slot, but just off the net. And it'll be a face-off on the Vikings attacking zone. 3 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 6-2 is the scoreline. The Vikings, they scored 6. And with the tie that they had against the Flyers Blue last week, they'll have the better goal difference than the Flyers Orange if the result remains the same. And they will go on to top of the ladder after round 2, heading into the Easter bye. Along the offensive wings, the puck goes. It's Vikings once again. Humiston finds some space in the slot. He shoots, doesn't get it in. It's a scramble for it. Piefer out the back. Piefer ricocheted there off Lelick's foot. Langle. Good source of support there by Goulds. McLean comes in to lend a hand for the Sharks. Humiston off the back. Nice back charge there. The advantage goes to Atkins. Is he going to go cross ice? Goes for the shot himself and down low. Corey Booton with a good save. Getting a nice round of applause from some loyal fans just in front of me. No doubt that'll put a smile on the net tender's face there, Corey Booton. It's been a phenomenal showing by the Vikings here tonight. They totally look like a more ruthless side compared to last year. They've gained a couple of big guns from other sides, namely Goulds and Levesque. Their dynamic has just gotten better and better and better in these last couple of weeks. So watch out for them as a threat to the championship. Dare I say it, this is a side that would be worthy of playing finals, this Vikings side. Because they have got a better dynamic, they can control the puck more efficiently, and they've got a greater scoring depth, I'd say, than any other side in this competition. Oh, almost there, Levesque. Off the back, Tobin. Inside the low slot. And Kudla just plays it forcefully out that defensive zone. Intercepts off his own pass. Kudla and Levesque. Quickly away now. Macaulay. Macaulay plays it to the side and finds Holman. Holman hands it on the defensive zone. Goes to Kudla. Nice little hip and shoulder there by Doyle. That's allowed Jake Ruck to take advantage. Ruck from the corner of the slot. Tripped up in the end there, Kudla. Referees say accidental. Get on with it. Cross ice, Mercerella. Oh, just couldn't complete it enough. McDonald up against Doyle. Goulds. Oh, Goulds penetrated the slot there. He was in the right place at the right time for the slap shot. Just didn't go his way. McDonald and Dewar down low with a good save. Some 40 seconds remaining. A one-sided contest here. But you can't say that the Vikings don't deserve the win. They have played brilliantly. The Sharks, well, they'll have to go home and reevaluate over the next 2 weeks ahead of their round 3 clash. And it's going to be right here at the Coburn Ice Arena. So it'll be another week in Coburn before the action returns to the Perth Ice Arena. 2-on-1. Williams with a nice turnover. Good body positioning to keep the puck in front of him. Plays it to open ice on the defensive end. Jackson this time finding Humiston. Blind pass, cross ice. And referee's calling for a penalty. It looked like interference, but it's being waved off. 10 seconds to go. The Vikings, they have had a marvellous start to this 2021 season. A tie and a win will see them undefeated in 2 games. But what's even better, they will go to top spot on the ladder. What a complete reversal of form that they have had so far. After being second last in the competition, the Vikings are top of the ladder after round 2 with a convincing 6-2 win over the Sharks here at the Coburn Ice Arena. No doubt they'll be ecstatic tonight. And going into the Easter break, would be fair to say they'd be ranked as favourites as for the title in 2021. Among the goals there, Tobin, Levesque, among those scoring a couple. And for the Sharks, with Ruck and also Langle getting amongst the goals for the Sharks. But you have to say, under Dylan McLean, no doubt the Sharks will be pretty disappointed with that effort, if I was to be fair. And they'll go into the Easter break evaluating what they need to do ahead of their next few fixtures as we are into the early stages of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Well, that just about does it here at the Coburn Ice Arena. It's been a great night of action. The Flyers Orange defeating the Blackhawks soundly in the earlier game here in Coburn, and here tonight, the Vikings demolishing the Sharks 6-2 to go to top of the ladder after 2 rounds. Remember, there is no action next Friday night. We've got Good Friday, no ice hockey action, but April the 9th, is when the Perth Premier League, thanks to CD Dodd, will resume action for the rest of 2021 and well into September. The Vikings, they'll be celebrating tonight as they are on top of the ladder after 2 rounds. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt, and the rest of the Front Row Screens team, Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening, and to all our FRS Sport viewers, make sure you tune in tomorrow from 11 o'clock, Bassendean Oval, WAFLW, top of the table clash, the Swans and the Tigers. So long, everybody.